What is up, lads? Welcome back to another episode of the Ladsfootyshow. It's your host, Head Out, here with my co-host.
It's your boy, Keeks.
And lads, guess what? We have another Clasico. Another Clasico. This is the fourth Clasico of the season. And as we know already, Barcelona has been putting
Belt to ass.
BTA, belt to ass. And let me tell you guys right now, before we get into this deep dive, that the ass whooping is going to continue. Barcelona is going to handle. Before we get into that, boys, make sure you guys join the Discord in the description below or all of our links, socials. We appreciate all the love. This is a third upload of the week, Keeks. We have been feeding all you guys. So we appreciate all you guys who are tuning in. Make sure you guys are subscribed as well. Keeks, let's get into this breakdown, this preview. A little bit of a shorter episode today, so let's get going.
One match, 90 minutes to play. A whole league title on the line.
A whole league title on the line. It's kind of scary because there's still 4 matches left, 16 points. And this game upcoming, these next 3 points are crucial for both sides.
16 points to play for, and there's only a 4-point difference.
It's scary. And the thing is that if you look at each team's results, how they've been in the past 2 months, they have been winning and scraping, edging past these teams by 1 goal minimum, but they've been getting 3 points, and that's what matters. And ultimately, that's why there's only a 4-point difference between both of these teams. Keeks, what do you expect from Real Madrid more than anything?
Change, anything, any type of fire, any type of grit. I expect Madrid to come out much more stronger than Barcelona this game. For some reason, it just lingers in the back of my mind that this might be the one game that Madrid could have probably the best opportunity to get the best out of Hansi Flick against Hansi Flick and Barca this season.
I would say so too as well, especially I think Arda Güler has to start this game. He's been on a tear. He's shown Ancelotti time and time that he can play that right wing position because, again, Rodrigo hasn't been the best as of late, Vini or whatever. But I think Arda Güler is a player that needs to start for this game. But also Real Madrid's backline. They don't have key defenders to come in and sub in 60 minutes, 70 minutes, 80 minutes in. No Rudiger, no Mendy, Fran Garcia at the back with Asensio at the back, no Alaba. Vasquez is going to play, so that against Barcelona, who scored 12 goals in the past, 4 matches, it's going to be tough to see for Real Madrid fans, but us Barca dogs are going to be,
Once again, the defensive depth that Madrid has is just going to let them down for another Clasico, probably for another season. It's been the talking point, I'd say, majority of their season. I think at this point, people are starting to understand that it is much more than just Mbappe being a curse or whatever outline they wanted to put on Mbappe joining Madrid and how it didn't work out this season. There was way more situations and much more stuff they had to deal with than anything that had to do with Mbappe.
Yeah, that's true.
The defensive depth has not been supplied. There has not been an addition to it. They had options to do it during the winter transfer window. They chose not to. More players got injured. And it just kept going downhill.
It's crazy how injuries can really ruin your season, huh? It's insane.
When everyone saw Mbappe signing, it was over.
It was over.
I
mean, that's what it was said out there.
Everyone kind of just expected Madrid to go win a quadruple, go win every trophy for the next 5-6 years.
Hey, they could win the La Liga. They could win this La Liga if they beat Barcelona. We're mentioning Mbappe, so I'm going to go ahead and say that the Pichichi race is still alive. He's 24 goals in. Lewandowski, 25 goals in. Lewandowski's back from injury, so he'll be playing this match alongside with Mbappe. But if Mbappe can come out of here and score 1 or 2 more than Lewandowski and ultimately win, he could probably steal the Pichichi from Lewandowski, who's been leading it the whole season.
Crazy comeback.
In his first season, especially how we were criticizing him in his first games and how everyone was treating him in the first matches, but he picked up rhythm.
Bounce back, yeah.
And the bounce back
he got his momentum going. That's all he needed.
Yeah, so Real Madrid in the last 5 games, like we mentioned, 3 wins, 2 losses. Barcelona in the last 5 games, 3 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss. And both sides are out of the Champions League ultimately. If you guys haven't watched our Champions League recap, make sure you guys go watch that in our previous video.
With that being said, who comes out in better form then?
Well, Barcelona just got a huge heartbreak. They feel like shits, but they said, they have another final to play. Mentally, I don't know. Because it's either revenge and you take it out on Madrid, who you've been smacking on all season, or you just can't seem to get out of that feeling
Seems like it's revenge for both sides.
revenge for both sides.
Both sides are eager to get revenge. One, to take out their anger on losing the Champions League and solidifying, more than likely solidifying a domestic treble. A treble, let alone something that Barca have not accomplished in the past 10 years. So that would be a huge feat, and it would also be a huge defeat if Ancelotti was the reason, if this subpar Madrid team was the reason that Hansi Flick and Barcelona do not win the treble.
Lads, Ancelotti has to leave with something this season.
Yeah.
He has to leave with something. If it isn't his Mbappe being Pichichi, at least win the La Liga. I mean, I can't even say at least, because that's like the stone.
League title.
It's the league title of Spain. But I don't know if that's gonna happen. In the past 3 Clásicos, it has been 4-0 in the La Liga game, the first one, 5-2 in the Supercopa, and then 3-2 in the Copa del Rey. That was just 2 weeks ago. Do you think Barcelona can go ahead and win 4 of 4 in one season?
I break it down solely to what I keep bringing up. Madrid's defensive depth, the same thing you brought up. The backline, the possible backlines that they could come out with against Barca's offense,
I don't see it.
Aren't good enough.
I don't see
are
it.
Nowhere near good enough. They're not Madrid level. They're not La Liga level. This is below average back. This is a below average backline that they could possibly come out with, and they will get punished for it.
Yeah.
Once again. The only way I could see Madrid taking advantage of this game is if they take advantage of the backline that has been getting caught out.
Yeah.
Kovarsi and Inigo Martinez have been getting caught out more and more often. Balde injured has been a crucial.
He'll be back. Balde will be back, but Vini will have to go up against an Eddie Garcia.
That's where he is, low-key.
That's where we see it, you know?
There's opportunity.
There's opportunity. But Eddie Garcia, he's not a right back. That's starting there. He's not a right back. Physically, he is nowhere near to what Vini could do compared to what Koundé was at the right back position.
Yeah.
And in previous matches, Araujo would clamp Vini.
Madrid can score goals.
Yes.
But the case being is, can they stop Barca from scoring?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And quite frankly, it seems almost impossible.
I think if you guys want financial gambling advice, please put the house on both teams to score, because it is a given. It is a given. And if you guys if this loses, I don't know, lads. I don't know what I'll do. I'm putting the house on it. So if that doesn't hit, this probably might be our last time filming in the studio.
We're cooked. But
yes, Barca's backline has been exposed. Has been a lot recently. Real Madrid's backline, they just don't have their crucial players there. So with that being said, goals are going to come. I'm going to give an early prediction, and I'm going to go, I think this match ends 2-2 or 3-2 Barcelona, but Barcelona will not lose Sunday against Real Madrid. They will not lose, because if they do, the league is done. Fair?
Yeah. That's very valid.
Yeah.
So you don't see a winner.
I don't see Real Madrid winning on Sunday. Barcelona would lose and get knocked out of both competitions technically within 4 days.
Holy shit.
4 days. What was once a treble conversation?
Quadruple
conversation. Everything gone. You just left with a Copa del Rey. And that would be something.
And the Supercopa.
And the Supercopa, yeah.
Which will not be hyped.
It will not be hyped.
Put it into circumstance that Barca somehow do shit the bed.
I could see it.
Madrid get the best out of Barca finally.
Mm-hmm.
And the one chance that they need to. And the one time that they need to get the best out of Barcelona, they do it in La Liga.
Mm-hmm.
They stop you guys from winning that 3rd trophy and keep you guys at a league cup, by the might I add, a league cup double. Would that be a fracaso?
Yes, because you're this close to both competitions.
You're close to 4. Bro.
Yes, but you're this close to the Champions League and this close to La Liga, where it would end it up until 4 matches, and you blow it. And Barcelona still has to play, I think, Sevilla and Espanyol. Espanyol is a local dirt derby. So you never know.
La Liga teams after the top 3 are garbage.
That's true. But the away games where teams sit back all day, like how they have been recently, Barca play Valladolid, all these other teams, Leganes.
The one thing I would give those teams is that they hate losing to Barca and Madrid. And they would rather give them hell and hold them out to a 0-0 draw than eat 5 goals like they used to regularly.
Yeah. If Barcelona loses because they get caught offside, they get caught playing the offside trap, the high line offside trap, and that's how it is. And just Real Madrid have to be clinical. They have to score their shots. And the thing is, I have a feeling that Ter Stegen is going to start this match.
But
I don't know if that's a good thing.
That's
I
not
don't know
the
that's a
problem,
good thing.
though. Like, the problem is whether Madrid can hold out Barcelona from scoring. We know Madrid can get goals. It's a proven. And Barcelona's backline, like we mentioned, has just been getting caught out more and more. So will the goals come? Of course they'll come. But can Madrid stop the goals from coming the other way? That's the big question that everyone has to ask this weekend. Can Madrid somehow stop this Barca front line that has at least 3 players in the Ballon d'Or top 10 running race right now from absolutely tormenting them?
Mm-hmm. And especially when you name the players, Rafinha has had very amounts of goals and assists against Real Madrid this season. Yamal, Lewandowski has scored.
Ferran Torres
has scored. So those players are going to be available in fits. And there's no stopping my glorious king, Lamine Yamal, right now at the moment. And the form he is currently, he's coming with revenge, boys. And I see Barcelona taking it and taking the La Liga. Barcelona win this match. Wrap it up.
What was your score prediction?
3-2 Barcelona.
3-2. Okay.
2-2. Just so you guys, just so I don't get cooked ultimately. I mean, I probably still will, but I'm going 3-2 Barcelona. Keeks, what about you?
Like I said, I just keep mentioning how poor that backline is going to be.
So what's your score prediction?
I'm going to go 3-1 Barca.
Fair. Barcelona's at home.
Yeah.
That's another thing. That's another factor. Real quick, we're going to do a little fun segments. We've done part 1. We're going to go on and do in part 2. This is going to be kind of fun depending on how you take it. Would you rather Lamine Yamal edition part 2, lads?
We're just a Lamine Yamal Glaze channel, low-key.
2017 Monaco Mbappe in that glorified UCL run, or Lamine Yamal?
No, it just has to be Lamine Yamal, man. I can't negate what he did with that Monaco side, which was definitely not as good as the Barca team that they have right now. But come on, man. You almost have 40 GA and the season's not done yet.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous to say, man. It's got to be Lamine.
It's Yamal for me, but by a small margin, because I will not forget that season. He put the world on shock. What he did against Dortmund, what he did against Juve, what he did against Man City, with the side Monaco at his age, 18 years old, 17-year-old, however old he was back then. That's when everything changed for Mbappe. That was the moment he did it in the Champions League run.
He made the name for
himself. But I think it's like Yamal now and that
it's
Mbappe. It's very close, but I'm gonna go Yamal. All right. Lamine Yamal or Ousmane Dembele?
Ousmane Dembele is my number 1 Ballon d'Or candidate right now, so I can't negate them boosts. I gotta go with Ousmane Dembele.
On the other hand, I'm gonna go Yamal. He's my number 1 Ballon d'Or candidate. He's my number 1. I think Yamal has been the best player, the best forward this season as a whole.
Wow.
That's my opinion.
Wow.
That's my take. Wow. I think he has been better. Eye candy, the amount of influence that he has against Barcelona, with Barcelona going against any other team, it's just game and time. Yes, okay, there's the likes of Salah. But if you see Salah play, you don't see the best player in the world play. If you see Dembele play, there can be a case that he's the best player in the world in today's game. But when I see Yamal play, it's the best. It's the best.
I think Luis Enrique was much more needed to achieve what Dembele, or to help Dembele achieve what he was doing. The style of play that they produce to open up that space in midfield and have Dembele drop back into that space, pick up the ball and carry. It's pretty much how they got their first goal against Arsenal. And it's how they've gotten a majority of his goals throughout the season, where he picks up the ball deep in the middle of the pitch thanks to an opening from his midfielders, and he creates chances with it. Lamine Yamal, while I will agree that he doesn't need that necessarily, he can most definitely create chances on his own. I have not seen Ousmane Dembele play like this ever. I have to give him props, because the comeback he's had from pretty much getting clowned on from Barcelona fans and pretty much not being known as good enough to be an Mbappe replacement, he's written all the critics off.
Yeah, because his first season wasn't too well. And then he did kind of start the season off a little slow up until Enrique started picking up the pace and his style of play. Lamine Yamal or Vinicius Jr.?
Oh, come on, man. Is that even a question?
It was a question earlier this year.
Not even.
And we did a part one. If you guys haven't seen that part one, go look for that part one. We had the likes of Foden. We had the likes. He had Michael Olise. We had I don't know, but we had Vini over him, obviously. But I'm gonna go Lamine Yamal.
Vinny was Ballon d'Or bound. At that point. Yeah. At that point in time. And we probably jinxed that shit.
And now who's Ballon d'Or bound?
Not Lamine Yamal.
Lamine Yamal is Ballon d'Or bound. Trust. But you know what? All it takes is for Inter to beat PSG. Dembele shouts are cooked. Trust me. Cooked. Lamine Yamal or Mohamed Salah? I already said it. Lamine Yamal for me.
I think Salah is someone who can get you goals when you need them to. But Lamine Yamal brings you goals and more. Goals and then some. While Salah can also produce assists, he's not as captivating to watch as Lamine Yamal. He's not necessarily the star on the ball. He's just the one that will get the chances and the GA. But Lamine Yamal will get you on his feet. Lamine Yamal will beat a man or two and then pick the pass. Salah will just pick an easy pass and then get an assist. Lamine creates way more of his chances than I think Salah does at the moment. Yeah. So I gotta go Lamine Yamal. Let
us know if you guys agree in the comments below as you guys are watching this. And similar to what Keek said, is my next player. Lamine Yamal or Rafinha? Rafinha for me is what you kind of just said with Salah. Known as to be that sharpshooter for the team. Known to be in that clutch guy when they need him the most. Rafinha, how many times has been clutch and saved Barcelona's this year?
Could have still been clutch.
Could have still been clutch.
For Acerbi, or it wasn't for Araujo.
I mean, he technically was clutch.
Well, yeah, he
scoring at that moment in time. But I'm gonna go Lamine Yamal. I think there is no Rafinha today without Lamine Yamal.
It's a valid take. I gotta agree though. There's just levels, and it's crazy to say because he's not even 18 years old yet. But wow, I mean,
it's crazy.
Oh my gosh, just no words, man.
All right, here's another one. It could go either way. Lamine Yamal or 2013-2014 Neymar's debut season at Barcelona.
I don't know if you've seen it, but on Twitter something started trending that where if you invert Lamine Yamal's highlights, it looks like fucking Neymar.
Like Neymar. This guy has a mixture of everyone. A mixture of Neymar, mixture of Messi, mixture of Ronaldo with the mental aspect of the game. I don't know. This is crazy. I might be just nostalgic with this one, but I'm still going fucking Lamine Yamal.
No way.
I'm still going Yamal. I'm still going Yamal. The numbers say it. I'm not going to get nostalgia. I'll get the better side of me. We didn't win on Champions League Neymar's debut season at Barcelona. The LaLiga was won, but no Champions League was there.
I mean, Lamine Yamal still doesn't have a Champions League.
I know, but the LaLiga is going to win. And then the numbers just... Barcelona this year has been just like Yamal. Barcelona in 2013-2014 was Messi and Neymar, along with that insane midfield.
Well, there you go. And that's why I'm going to go Neymar, because you can't name too many players that were able to go band for band playing right next to Lionel Messi himself, the greatest player of all time. There were not a lot of players playing in that era that were doing what Messi, Neymar, Ronaldo did. Neymar is undoubtedly a top 3 player of his generation, and I can't disrespect him by choosing a kid that has yet to even prove his worth yet.
The thing is, I said 2013, 2014, not 2015, 2016, 2014, 2015. I'm talking about just first season. Debut Neymar. Yellow collar. Neymar with the newly released hypervenoms. With the
black and orange hypervenoms.
Yeah, I mean, it's the nostalgia.
My favorite boots that I've ever seen on anyone.
Yeah, we got to buy those, lads. for the setup.
Nah, man, I gotta go Neymar. Yeah,
I can't. I'm just on cloud 9 with Yamal right now, Lux.
I know, I can fucking tell.
Shit, lads, that is our Would You Rather with Lamine Yamal edition 2.0. Let us know if you guys agree or disagree, and if you guys have any other players that you feel like are better than Lamine Yamal at this moment, or any throwbacks like we had mentioned. Lads, that is a wrap. That is a wrap for this video. I have Barcelona winning. I have Barcelona putting belt to ass, continuing, and this is gonna be part 4 of that. So we will see. We will see how that goes. Next week, we'll recap and we'll, talk a little bit about it, along with new content that is coming. Liga is in full form right now, and we have a hot takes video coming soon. More of creative episodes.
European finals coming up.
Manchester United is in the final with Spurs, like how we previously said. So we'll get into another preview as these comes and these videos and weeks come.
We'll probably knock the European finals out together, more than likely.
Yeah, we probably will. We probably will big time, especially Man U being in this final.
Cream.
All right, before we close the video, make sure you guys sub, like, comments why Real Madrid don't have a single chance of beating Barcelona this weekend. And I've seen all the comments and I read all the comments. Everything that you cooked me for will just be given back at you Sunday noon because this game is at 7 a.m. Damn, so it'll be Sunday morning.
Up and at 'em, fam.
7 a.m. Pacific time. I'm going to be cooked, way. I'm going to be so cooked. I don't know if I'm going to wake up, but it's a must. It's a must, lads. That is it. Thank you guys for watching and tuning in. Keeks.
We'll catch you guys in the next one.
Peace, lads.
Peace.